There's so many things that I want to thank you for. Lord, I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy, God. I thank you for your love. Thank you for favor, oh God. God, if I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't say enough thank yous, and I couldn't praise you enough. So in this song, I'll simply tell you I love you. And God, I thank you for everything you've done. Lord, there's so many things that you've done for me. Blessings unconditional, they seem to overtake me. Your hand of mercy proving faithful and true. Jesus, how can I express my thanks to you for your grace and kindness, oh, agent of days. I'll give you thanks, oh Lord, now and always. Oh, I just want to say thank you for your love. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. Lord, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe. Thanks to you that I can share the good news of a Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you thanks. Oh Lord, yeah. Thank you, Lord. Lord, it's not enough to give a simple praise to the one who has blessed me in so many ways. Nothing I could say or do could really show my gratitude to you, Lord. One God, one love, one faith. To you I give you praise. Three blessed Trinity, you mean so much to me. And you showered me with love, even when I turned away. Lord, I could never repay you, so I'll just say thank you for your love. Thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe. Thanks to you that I can share the good news of the Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you for your love. Lord, I thank you for the blood. Thanks to you for all of the times that you brought me through. Lord, I thank you for your grace. Lord, for keeping me safe. And I can share the good news of a Savior, to give someone a reason just to tell you thanks. Oh, Lord, thank you.
All right. Truly, the real you loves you because the real you is
Love.
the real you is love. All right. Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's all new episode of Truly Live, Season 3, Episode 17, with your co host, Oliver. And you're going to speak for yourself?
Well, you usually say
Oliver and
Yolanda.
Yolanda. I like to hear you say your own name.
Oh my
There's something
goodness.
about saying your own name.
I was not expecting that.
Let me check one thing to make sure we are good. We are good. Our audio is good. All right, welcome
You,
and
you,
everyone.
you don't have
And if you are out
comments
there,
like usual?
if you're out there tonight listening in on this live stream in these digital streets, then give us a thumbs up if we sound good, and you can give us an extra thumb up if we look good.
Ooh.
It's important to sound good
Ooh.
and to look. I was in a
Give you a
master class today, and
Okay.
that's what the instructor or the master coach shared, that if you're going to be out here in these digital streets, you need to be out here not only sounding good but looking good. In other words, you should have quality,
Okay.
right? And so give us a thumbs up if our audio is a-okay. All right. And we'll take a thumbs up if our video is of acceptable quality. Yeah. Acceptable quality or
exceptional.
exceptional quality. Yeah. I was in that master class today, and it really had to do with audio and video, and making sure that we are putting our best foot forward.
See, even everyone benefits from expansion and growth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone.
Everyone. It should benefit everyone, right? So, welcome everyone. And if you're here for the first time, we greet you, thank you, we invite you. If you're watching the replay, we just are grateful and thankful that you took the time out to sit with us in this hour, what we call this hour of inspired information, which should lead to a level of transformation, right? And that transformation is designed to that transformation is designed to empower you to live your best life.
Okay.
And ultimately, our purpose for being on here is to share a whole lot of love, a whole lot of love.
So the thought occurred to me, someone may be wondering, why is this it's October, why is this only episode 17?
Why is it only episode 17 and there's
Yes.
52 weeks in the year?
Yes.
That's because we're only on here, we're only live in these on these platforms on the second and the fourth Thursday of each month.
Because on the first and third Thursdays of each month, we are in fellowship, communion, communication with our Patreon,
with our
patron
patrons.
community, and we're getting into some deep
conversation,
deep teaching. We do some laser focused
coaching.
We get into some really good stuff.
Absolutely. And you can engage on it if you like the work that we do and you would want to engage with us on a more intimate or deeper level. You can also join us by becoming a patron to this platform, and you can easily sign up and register to be a patron in our community by going to www.patreon.com // truly live. And there you will find multiple levels of where you can decide to join with us to support the work that we do, as well as benefit your own personal growth and development by getting some of the bonus contents that we offer. You get to get that
Deeper dive.
that more intimate conversations, some laser coaching in community, and you get to spend and see, but look behind the scene at kind of our personal life a little more, because we really kind of open ourselves up when we're in community with our patrons. So consider taking a deeper dive with us by becoming a patron of the work that we do, or if you even desire to go even more, become even more invested in your own growth and are looking for some support, you can also consider signing up for one of our complimentary strategy sessions, clarity sessions that we provide one-on-one sessions where we help you get clear on what it is that you absolutely love.
That happens if you're a client with us.
Yes.
And the strategy session is going to help you to see where it is that you want to be versus where you are.
Right, and to see the gap and to help you to make the best decision about your next steps, the best decision about your life, and we don't take that lightly, and so that's even a deeper emergence with us as we are personal as well as professional mentors and coaches. And so we, as a certified coaches, we serve individuals, groups, and organizations, right?
Mm.
And helping them with getting unstuck and creating clear vision for your personal and your professional life. So this is how we show up in the world, with our love to share. And so there you have it, my friend.
Do you have the link tree?
Yes.
So that one, how about putting link tree up?
Absolutely.
Right there. And
yes, so you can go to our link tree. Here's the link here, and this will take you to pretty much like the heartbeat of what we do, and you're able to go there and find and connect with us on all of our different platforms.
And you can actually get on our calendar.
And you can go there to schedule a complimentary session with us. Just go to the calendar there, and where you see an open opportunities, just book a 1-hour session.
Yeah, we have a few. We do a few of those
every week. Complimentary sessions. So,
all right, now I would love
to be. What would you love, dear?
I would love to be able to communicate.
So, you ready for your comments?
Yes, but I need a keyboard as well.
Okay. All right. Take that down. All
Oh,
right.
I got this. Right. It's you.
All right. So again, if you're watching or you're tuning in for the first time, thank you so much for joining with us. And like to give a shout out. Hey, there's some special people that we and some special relationships that we like to recognize. So first of all, we'd like to give a shout out to our patrons, and just so thankful and grateful for the support that we get from them. We also like to shout out to two special individuals in our lives. My mother, who will be celebrating her birthday on tomorrow.
That's my mother too.
And your mother.
Don't try to keep her to yourself.
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
There's 6 other siblings that she's the mother of, right?
She's the mother. She's mother to a lot of us.
She's a mother to so many people. And
we appreciate
our heart is so filled and so excited the fact that Mother is we'll be celebrating her, even though we've already had the big celebration on last weekend. But Mother will be celebrating her 92nd birthday on tomorrow, October 25th. And so we just are so happy. We're so thankful. We're so grateful to have her in our life, to have her in our tribe, right? To have her in our community. Because one thing about my mom is that every time we hit the go live button,
That's right.
she's always there. And I know she's there tonight. So hello, Mother.
Hi, Mom.
Happy birthday to you again. Such a wonderful it was such a wonderful celebration last weekend. I mean, you know, she has this legacy that is 92 years long. And so there's so many there's such a lengthy legacy that she has that is keeping her keeping her
Vibrant
and keeping her
Connected.
keeping her engaged.
Yes, engaged.
Right.
Definitely.
Knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Excited about life. Still excited about life. Keeps her healthy and wealthy. Right. And happy and whole and complete.
Yeah.
Yes, Mother Blue. We know, and we still draw from your strength, from your the greatest. You know, the greatest. I think the greatest thing we get from my mother is her absolute confidence,
Oh, yeah.
and the faith that she has in life, and that she has in the Creator of all life. And so she's leaving she leaves and continue to build a legacy of a faith based family,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Who love each other. She's taught us the power of forgiveness.
Yes.
Wow. She taught us the values and the virtues of hard work,
Mhm.
smart work, right? And how to honor work, how work is an honor. And it's the way that we serve one another. And of course, the virtue of service, because Mother still serves us in so many different ways. So Mama,
along with other seniors in the
yes,
community,
absolutely.
she is I think it's wonderful. She's member. Has membership in several senior organizations where
Yes.
she's out serving
Yes.
and being
Yes.
an encouragement
Still
to
being a light,
folks in the community.
still being a
Yeah.
light in her community.
Yes.
So, boy, we
She doesn't just talk it; she walks the
yes.
walk.
And so last Saturday was just such a thrill. She was so happy seeing all of those offsprings, those
Yes.
generations, and we sang, we danced, we reminisced, we ate great food.
Thanks to the chefs.
Thanks to I was one of the chefs, and it was just a big time celebration, and I'm just so happy and grateful for you. So happy, and I could go on and on talking about my mama now.
Yes,
right?
you
You can't
could.
talk about my mama, but I can talk about my mama.
So we're
All
going to
right.
shout out to
Give a shout out.
my dad, who
Yes,
who we
absolutely.
know is not watching.
Yup, yup.
But we're going to shout him out. I saw him earlier today, and when I left, he was resting comfortably and well.
Yes.
So
we
I hung out with him. I hung out late last night.
yeah,
with him.
yes, and we call him Papa.
Yeah.
Right. And so we give a big shout out.
Yes.
Make sure we got power here.
Yeah, let's do
We
that.
give a big shout out to Yolanda's dad and my father in love, Papa. All right. Also, like to recognize anyone that may be listening and that you have accomplished a milestone in the month of October, whether it be a birthday or anniversary or a union or the birth of a child, whatever, a
Promotion,
promotion, whatever it might be, the start of a business,
purchase of a new house,
whatever. We want
whatever it is that your heart desires that you have gotten a chance
yes,
to enter into, to engage with, to accomplish. Anything that you're celebrating, we are celebrating with you
yes,
because we celebrate you.
yes, absolutely. And wow, October is just about coming to an end, and it seems like we just started, with this month, and once October is gone, it is like hitting the ground running. Because November, December comes and goes
busy months,
so fast.
Yeah.
Everybody calendar get kind of full, but it's a happy time, and we welcome. We appreciate the rest of the October that we have to live, and we welcome in that which is to come in the next 2 months as we move toward the end of this year.
Those of us who have exercised our right and privilege to vote, and we've already voted, which we did on yesterday.
Yes.
We applaud you. And those of you who have not done that yet, we say, please do so. Let your voice be heard. And we look forward to that being over. So my suggestion for anyone who's listening, I'd like 1 week of fundraising, 1 week of political campaigning. So that's 14 days. On the 15th day, we vote, and it's over and done with.
Oh, so you're proposing a 15-day cycle.
All of the magnanimous amount of money. And people are talking about how, they're having such a difficult time. The magnanimous amount of money. I'm thinking,
that is spent
goodness
gracious. Yes, I know.
And on some of the most dreadful, negative, divisive
vibrations.
Low vibrational stuff.
Yeah.
So
I love to have my mailbox back.
Like to have my mail. Oh, and my phone.
In my phone, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my television.
In my television.
Goodness. Anyway, but
Yeah.
but let's get in there and get involved. Okay?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Vote. All right. So, did we get our shout outs to everyone?
I think we did.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Oliver.
Hey, Lonnie.
I got in here a little bit earlier today.
Oh, I'm proud of her tonight.
Proud of her tonight. Yes.
I
mean, I was in here hours beforehand. I was like, what? I wasn't actually at the house, but I was in the mini metropolis of Mebane. Yes, I was.
Yes. I'm happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here.
All right. So
happy to make you happy.
Yes. And so that's a great place for us to really pause just briefly to recognize how grateful we are and how thankful we are for the life that we have.
Yes.
We only get this life, and it's our life, it's your life, and you should cherish it, and you should be thankful and grateful for this human experience that we are having. And so we always like to pause before we get into our life lesson and just take a minute to be in gratitude for what has already taken place in our life, to be in gratitude for what we've already gotten to experience, because all of it collectively is what has brought us to this present moment.
Yes.
Some of it may not have been so enjoyable, right? And some of it has been absolutely breathtaking,
But
it comes with the journey.
Yeah, but all of it can be for our growth, and if it's for our growth, it's for our good.
It's for our growth and for our good. And this is a journey of discovery, and even those things that challenge us causes us to discover more about ourselves than we were ever aware of, right?
Yes.
And so it's all about growth here at Truly. Yolanda and I have this passion for first of all, we have a passion for learning, right? And then that passion for learning motivates us um, to want to help and do our part, right, to help others to grow and to learn and to experience their best self,
Yes.
and that's why we do here. That's one of our whys. We love to fulfill our desire to grow and to know, and then we love to share that. We don't want to keep it to
Yes.
ourselves, but we love
That's
to
right.
share it,
That's right.
especially those things that can help enrich the lives of others.
That's right.
Yes.
Gratitude is an energetic and vibratory field that shifts everything to the present moment. So it's simply a way of being in a present state of thankfulness, appreciation, kindness as
Yes,
well.
absolutely.
So gratitude is one of those. It's a quality of life. It's a skill set that can be learned and practiced.
Yes. And the good news is it's intrinsic with all of us.
Yes.
It's not like whether you can afford it or not.
Mhm.
It's not like, you have to go online on Amazon, that you can go online on Amazon and purchase it, No, but it is intrinsic to all of us. That means it is a part of our nature. It's
Yes.
internal, and no one can take it away from you.
Yes.
And so we just encourage you to practice gratitude every day. I try to start my day as soon as I become consciously aware, right, that I am given another day. I try to start my day by being grateful and thankful,
And saying
gratitude.
just how grateful you are that I was so kind to grace you with my presence.
Oh, absolutely. That's always a part of. That's always in my top 5.
That's a little inside joke, but that's okay, guys.
Yes, a little inside joke. So,
All right.
what I want to do tonight, before we get into our life lessons, we always like to go out in the universe and grab some wisdom or grand insight to help lead us into our conversation. So tonight we got a quote that Yolanda is going to share at this moment.
All right. Tonight's inspirational quote: change will not come if you wait for some other person or some other time. You are the one you've been waiting for. You are the change you seek. I'm going to repeat it. Change will not come if you wait for some other person or some other time. You are the one you've been waiting for. You are the change you seek. This quote was by our former president, Barack Obama.
All right. Great quote. Great quote. And hey, there's a few of our friends you may want to give a shout out to.
Oh my goodness, it's my best friend Sheila. She is on. Hello, sis. I was glad I got to see you this weekend, and I'm happy that you're on. And then Regina is on. Hello, Regina.
Hello, Regina.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so this week's lesson is somewhat like part 2 of what we started on our last episode 2 weeks ago, when we talked about the topic of motivation, right? 2 weeks ago, and if you haven't seen that episode, you may want to go back and watch it. But
you can do that on the YouTube channel.
You can do that on our YouTube channel and or on our Facebook pages.
Yes.
But we started talking a couple of weeks ago about the importance of motivation, which is the starting point of creating lasting change in our life. And we start out by asking the question, why do you think people struggle with making lasting change? And so we introduced this topic on motivation as being the starting point of all lasting change. There were some important points that we covered last week. But before we do that, why don't we just, like, we didn't define it like in a definite way. So why don't we share some defining or definition of the word motivation?
So what we're going to do this way, we will all be at the same place as far as from the perspective that we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay. So motivation is the internal drive or desire that prompts a person to take action, achieving a goal, or making a change. It is the reason or underlying cause that drives a person to act in a certain way or pursue a particular goal. Motivation is what fuels effort, persistence, and the decision to move in a particular direction. Motivation can come from external factors like rewards or recognition, or internal factors such as personal values or sense of purpose. Motivation answers this question: why are you doing this?
Oh,
why are you doing this?
So motivation is our why, right? And because remember, we've always shared here that the most high vibrational questions that a person can ask are what questions?
They are.
Because we know that what always precedes the why.
Yes.
And the how, right? Because we've always taught here that you cannot reach a destination that you do not have. You cannot hit a target that you have not established, right? You cannot accomplish a goal that you have not established for yourself, right? So what we've established here, that the what questions are very high vibrational questions, because you gotta know. It's so important to first know what it is that you love, what it is that you want. And a lot of those what questions are really answered when we
well, actually, it's the how ends up being answered when we get clear about what
clear about what it is that we love, what it is.
How actually kind of reveals itself.
Absolutely. Yeah. But we've always talked about the importance of what, and we've always started with what. In fact, when we work with individuals or groups or organizations that are trying to elevate what they're doing, whether it be a one-on-one with an individual that is looking to elevate their personal life or even their professional life, we always start with them by helping them to become very clear on what it is that they would love, what it is that they would want. Because until the what is answered and there's clarity about it, then, all the other actions, all the other strategies, they really won't be effective, because we have not established what it is that we love. So the what question always is first.
And this kind of definition of motivation and the why that we stated can be formed in a what question, and that would be, what is my reasoning,
right,
for doing this?
What is my reason, right? What is my motivation? What is my motive for taking certain
what
actions?
What is the driving force behind?
Right, for taking certain action, for creating certain relationships, right? For the utilization of my resources, my finances, my time, my energy, my intellectual property. See, all these things become very strategic and useful and focused, right, and intentional once we determine what the what is, right?
That's right.
But tonight we're not talking so much about the what as we unpack this, what motivation is. Motivation really gets into the why. Why it is that you um, have chosen your what, right? And for what purpose. And so, because that, our why is then become important, right? Because that is the motivation. That is what will actually fuel us to not only start out, right, to achieve some aspiration, vision, dream, or goal, but it is the fuel that will keep us, right, moving on along the journey.
Especially when there seems to be a challenge.
Or if we seem to get stuck,
Yep.
or we seem, sometimes we,
We get
sometimes we even get discouraged.
Yep.
Sometimes we even get to questioning whether or not I'm worthy of a particular achievement, or whether or not I have the wherewithal
Yes.
to achieve a certain goal or an aspiration or a dream.
Yes.
And so motivation is that starting point. Motivation is that starting point. And last week we mentioned that, you can really identify a good teacher or a mentor or a good coach when that mentor, teacher, or coach understand that it's not just about sharing the information or giving strategies, but the bigger part of really keeping one on track to achieve something is that part which we say is the motivational part, motivating one to change, motivating one to learn, right? That's part of being a good coach, a good teacher, or a good mentor, is the motivational part.
And good coaches, teachers, mentors certainly encourage motivation.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So, you've heard us say here a couple times or several times that there's really only two emotions in life. There's only really two emotions in life. Now, we've seen in my lifetime, I've seen a lot of different expressions of emotions, right? So I mean, so if you would take your own personal experience, you would say, boy, there's a multitude of emotions, and we've experienced them. I've actually participated in some emotional energy.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And and we also said that emotions is really simply this energy called life that we all are a part of. It's just energy in life that is in motion.
Emotion
right?
is energy in
It's
motion.
energy in motion. In other words, life is, the nature of life doesn't stand still. The nature of life is always moving, always progressing, always seeking to express itself, right?
Yes.
And that's what our human experience is all about. I mean, your life is about a unique expression, right? That you could not find any other place on this planet. If you search the whole world over, we could not find another you. You are so unique. You are so unique that, I mean, there is no other you. If you look through all the billions and billions of people that have passed through this human experience, there's none like you. There's definitely none like this one. That she is so unique. There's not another one like this one. All right. And I guess what? And I have gotten to experience you, right, from rooter to tutor. For 34, almost 35 years, I've seen, at least I thought I've seen it all.
Oh, I have new stuff.
And you
I have
always
new stuff.
always come up with these new emotions.
I have new stuff.
This
What are you
new
talking
energy,
about?
right? That is expressing
New energy.
that is expressing itself in so many unique ways. And all of us are like that. I mean, I am like that. I am the most unique
Oh, my
person that you will
goodness.
ever meet. And guess what? You are the most unique person on the planet. That's why you're so valuable. And see, we don't think about ourselves in this light enough,
Okay.
right? We don't think about ourselves in this light enough. And well, we're here tonight to motivate you, right? To think about yourself in this light, in the light of your uniqueness, in the light of the intellectual value that you bring to this entire universe. You are the only one of the specific journey and the specific expression. That's how valuable you are. If you haven't heard that before, you heard it here on Truly Live. You are unique and you are valuable.
Okay.
Yes.
And
And
that
so
and that has to do with motivation.
that has to do with motivation, and it has to do with what we were talking about.
Okay.
That we live in this world, which is basically a field of energy,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And we have, appeared here as a unique expression of that energy. And so what we've shared here from our own study, learning, and experience is that there's really only two
emotions.
two emotions, right?
Okay.
So we can really rephrase that to say there's only two motives, right? There's only two motives in life, right? And the one that I love and that we love, that energy is love. We call it love, and love is all encompassing. It is something that you cannot define. You can only experience it. But we know that love is the greatest expression that there is, and so that is the one energy that is, we believe and know that to be, eternal. And then on the other side of the coin, that other energy is fear, right?
The F
The F word. The other
F
energy is fear.
word.
And so we teach here that love is real, fear is not. Love is eternal, fear is a temporary misinterpretation. It is not, it's not sustainable. Love is the only thing that is sustainable. And so, meaning love never changes, right? Fear is always changing, right? And so what we're wanting to share tonight, in as we close out this subject on motivation, is when we examine our motives, when we examine our whys, right? We can always categorize our motivation or our motive in one of these two categories. Either we are being motivated by love, right? Or we are being motivated by fear. And remember, Yolanda defined motivation as our internal drive or our desire to take action towards achieving something or making a change, right? And so when we really examine what our true motive or motivation is, we can either always conclude that we're being inspired, right, or motivated,
or that the driving force
is loving, right?
Yeah.
And we know that it's loving if it involves good in it for everyone. That's one of the criteria of love. When something is loving, that means it's good in it for everyone. And we know that the nature of love is that love extends itself.
Yes.
It is not self-serving, but love is all-encompassing, and it is about the greater good. It is about the better good. It is about the experience, the greatest experience of life, or in this case, what we're talking about, the greatest experience of your own nature, right? Mm-hmm. And so when I can look back over our life and some of the things that we have accomplished, right? And we wasn't really thinking this way when we at least I wasn't thinking this way when a lot of times when we begin to move towards a goal or towards achieving something. Um, but when I look back on even like us being here talking to you and sharing in this platform and the things that we do on a daily basis to share the information that we share uh, that is helpful to you. When I really paused and thought about it, it is that we really were motivated by love
Exactly.
and because we were motivated by love to begin to to um, to present ourselves in such a way. It is that motivation of love that continue to drive us, right? And it makes it a lasting. It keeps us going, versus when one is motivated from a place of fear,
Mm.
right? Then that's when we see the struggle. That's where the
Yes.
struggle comes in. Because remember, fear is not sustainable. Fear is not real. Fear basically happens out of what, a sense of lack or a sense of scarcity or a sense of being vulnerable, right?
Can you put it back?
Oh, sure. A sense of vulnerability. So think about uh, think about
Thank you.
think about the things that you are currently pursuing. Think about the things that you currently desire to experience, and ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is my driving motivation? Is it out of fear? Because you can live life from a point of fear where you are taking action in order to avoid pain or in order to you feel as though that the pie isn't but so big, and if everyone is taking a piece of the pie, there's only going to be
So much
left
you,
for
man.
me to participate in. Well, and so that is just a mindset. That is just a mindset
That is a way of thinking.
that is a
That's
way of
that's what a
thinking,
mindset is.
right? That does not align with the mindset of love.
That's right.
Because when we understand the nature of love, we understand that in the nature of love, there is no scarcity, there is no lack.
We
Right?
we live in an abundant
We
universe.
live in an abundant universe, and the nature of love is to give, and we understand that once that in the nature of love, which is to give, when we give from a place of love, that which we give remains with us.
Yes.
It remains with us. Whereas when we're coming from a place of fear, fear thinks that there is scarcity and that if I give something away, then I no longer have it, right?
That's right.
It comes at the expense of someone else.
That's right.
And so
but when we plant a seed, we'll go back to the seed. When we plant a seed, we do not reap one. Like if you plant an apple seed, you don't get one apple.
No.
You get an apple tree that produces multiple.
Right.
apples.
And so that is the nature of love. And so we always, and the point here is, once we know what it is that we want to make sure that our motivation is from a place of love. Because when we come from a place of love, all of the universe, all of what we could ever imagine or ever need comes to our disposal, right? Because it's going to benefit everyone.
That's right.
It's good in it for what?
For all.
There's good in it for all.
That's right.
And when we work with clients and we help them get clarity on what it is that they love, right? We use this kind of 5 questions to help a person determine, is this a good goal? Is this a good vision for my life? Is this a good
this is the testing the vision or dream from
Right.
the Dream Builder program,
Right.
and those 5 questions quickly are: does it give me life?
Right. Does it align with what my core values?
Mhm. And does it cause me to grow?
Does it require me to have help from a higher power?
And does it have good in it for others?
Does it have good in it
Yeah.
for others? So these are the 5 questions that we use to help confirm that this goal or dream or aspiration that you have is worthy of your time. It's worthy of your energy. It's worthy of your efforts. And so these are 5 questions you can ask yourself when you are considering pursuing a goal or a dream or an aspiration that you may have. Great question to ask yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, if you get a yes for all of those questions, right? If you get a yes for all of those questions when you lay them in front of your desired goal or dream, then that also tells you that your motivation is love, that you're coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
And so if you if you are out there listening, if you have any questions about the conversation that we're having tonight, please put it in the chat. We will respond to you before we leave the air here. But wanted to make a few more points where motivation is concerned, because last week we made the point that real motivation leads to lasting change. And we said that motivation directly impacts our mind or our mindset.
Yes.
Right? True motivation impacts our mind. Like, why am I doing this? What motivates me? You know, we talked about motivation can be internal or external.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we were growing a family, we had 3 small kids, right? And a lot of the things that we did was because of what? Because of our family.
Yeah.
Our motivation was intrinsic. It was because we had a desire to have a loving family. We had a desire, right, to give our children the best opportunity in life. We had a desire to be happy and to do fun things and to have new experiences, right? We wanted to create a life of our own, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't want the one thing that we did not want was to just duplicate what we had already experienced in our own life.
Well, if we only do what we've always done, then we only get what we've always had.
Right.
So then that means that there is no opportunity for anything new.
Yeah, right.
So, and now our children did not always understand what we were doing, even though we communicated. We communicated our what, and we communicated the
our why.
Why. And we did that all along. So, but I mean, you know, and it was fun for us.
Yes, absolutely. And even to this day, they now really begin to appreciate all of the experiences, right? And all of the out of the box things that we did, right? We were not a traditional family. We're still not a traditional family. But what is a traditional family, right? But
Are you saying we're crazy?
No, I'm just saying we just listen, we have learned some things. And
one of the things that we've learned is not to take ourselves so seriously.
Absolutely. You know, in Scripture, Jesus said that I came that we might have life and that we might have it how?
More abundantly.
Well,
yes.
I believe in the abundant life.
Yes.
I believe that abundant life means a fun life, a fulfilled life, a purposeful life, right? A life that is motivated by love and not by fear.
That helps others. People
and that help. Well. That's right. And there's good in it for others.
That's right.
So real motivation really impacts our thinking. It impacts our mind. And because when the mind changes, really that's where fundamental change occurs in the mind. Where a lot of times we want more. We think we need more strategies.
More stuff.
We need more stuff. We need to take a different action. You know, we're motivated by external things, right? And we have found that is the difficult road. That is the long road, right? But what we have discovered is that true motivation comes from within, and that true motivation will impact the way we think. It will cause us to develop new mindsets,
Mm-hmm.
right? New mindsets, new way of thinking, which eventually will impact us and cause us to have new ways of being. New ways of being means new ways to express yourself, new ways to share your gifts, right? And so this is where the fun of life happens, right? Because that always puts you in a growing edge. It always puts you in a growing edge, and it always challenges you to leave your comfort zone, right? To leave your comfort zone. And so, we're here talking to you tonight. We're talking into these mics. We're looking into that camera. And
Are we looking in the camera?
Yes. And I can remember, 8 years ago, 5 years ago, I was petrified of talking into a mic or looking or speaking to a camera. But we knew what we wanted. We knew how we wanted to show up, right? To benefit others, but we had to be willing to leave our comfort zone and learn some new skill sets.
That's
right?
That's right.
To learn some new skill sets, and
part of that journey was overcoming the constraint of failure. We decided that instead of being afraid to fail, that we would just use all of the information. We would just use we would use all of the experience as useful information.
Yes.
So
even the seemingly failures.
Because when you're live, I mean, it's live.
Oh, yes.
So we just decided, okay, listen, we want to be able to reach, we want to be able to do the greatest good for and to a greater number of people. And so in order to do that, this was one of the ways for us but we didn't know we had no idea what we were doing. But
all we had was our what, and we had our why. We knew we knew what we wanted, and we knew why we wanted it. Yeah. And it wasn't for selfish reasons. It is for the reason that we're here tonight, and that is sharing inspired information that we know that if implemented can lead to your transformation, right? And in the process of you being transformed, which happens in the mind, right?
Yes,
new mindset, it will empower you. It will empower you to take those next steps, to live your best life, to go after your dream.
Which encourages other people to be able to do the very same thing.
And all of that is motivated by love, because that's what love does. Love extends itself, right? Love expresses itself, because love realized that there is no lack, there is no scarcity, there is only there's only expansion where there's only expansion and growth where there's extension.
Expansion and growth,
right? And so tonight we purpose for you to be motivated by love.
Yes.
Right? Because even Scripture says that perfect love casteth out all fear, right? And it also goes on to say that fear has torment, right? Mm-hmm. So when we are in a place of don't feel like we're being fulfilled, or we're not living our best life, when you really look at it, it's fear is lingering somewhere, looming somewhere in our mind, in our thinking, in our feelings, in our emotion, right? And so it is information like this that makes you aware, that expands your awareness of what's really going on in our life.
Yes.
It's not the politics. It's not it's not the business world. It's not the church's responsibility. It's not my neighbor. It's not, no, in reality, it is my lack of knowing, right? And my lack of growing.
Yes.
And so we're here to inspire you, to motivate you, right?
To encourage.
And to encourage you, right? To go for, to be motivated by love, number one, right? And so that you can have the courage to begin to move in the direction of your dream. There's a saying by can't think of the quote, but there's a saying that goes like this: is that when anyone moves in the direction.
Oh, the Henry David Thoreau.
Henry David Thoreau. This is a Henry
Thoreau.
David Thoreau quote. Henry David Thoreau says that when anyone moves in the direction of their dream. You're going to pull it up, aren't you?
I'm going to pull it up.
This is a good one, and this is a good place for us to end. This is a good motivational quote for us to end off of. And this is one that we use all the time in our training, and in our coaching.
It is, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams.
Say that again.
If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours.
He will meet with what?
A success unexpected in common hours.
Wow.
I had no idea where you were going to
go.
So I was like, well, if you'll just say some of it, then maybe.
Yeah. And that is so powerful. Let me see that again. And we're going to end on this. But notice what it says. If one advances confidently, if one decides what they want, if one dare to follow their dreams, if one would dare to take steps in the direction of their dream. That if. And why is the if there? Because we can choose not to. And we can choose to stay in the place that we are and not make progress and not be happy. Or we can advance confidently. And the reason that we can advance confidently, why? Because the law of love is at work. And when we're motivated by love, we cannot fail. Love never fails, right? So when I motivate, when our what is all encompassing and is helpful to everyone, and whatever that can be, it could be just the fact that you may want to take your family on a vacation. It could be that you want to start a business. It could be that you just want to change career. Whatever it is. It doesn't matter. If you advance confidently, and the way we advance confidently is that our motivation is coming from a place of love. That's how you advance confidently. Because if it's coming from a place of fear, we will not advance confidently.
No.
We will, in many cases, we'll retreat. We will retreat back to our comfort zone, right? And if you are struggling or feel stuck in any area in your life, what we're sharing with you tonight is just the tip of the iceberg of ways you can expand and empower yourself, right? To unleash the best part of you, to experience the best part of you, to share the best part of you. And so the motivation is love. That's why we said, what is your motivation? Is you motivated by love or are you motivated by fear? Only you can answer that question. And it's not a judgment. It is a recognition, because we need to know, in order to get where we want to go, we need to know where we are. Yes. Are we motivated by love or are we motivated by fear? And
So go confidently in the direction of your
go
dreams.
confidently, go in love, and go confidently in the direction
Endeavor
of your
to live the life which you have imagined.
And so whatever life you imagine, you can live that. You can be that. You can do that. You can give that. You can share that. You can express that. You can create that.
Meet with a success that is unexpected in common
hours. In other words, you will experience your what in life if you come from a place of love, because the love is what will sustain you along the journey.
That's
there's
that quote comes from Henry David Thoreau.
Yes.
All kinds of good nuggets in his stuff. I think we read that out of the book Walden.
The Waldens, right?
Walden.
Even that quote goes on into some more deeper details, and we can do a whole masterclass just off that one quote. That there's enough information there. There's like a code there.
Yeah,
it's like it unveils a code for easy and healthy and prosperous living.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll do a masterclass on that one quote.
Well, one of his other quotes that I love is the one when he says, "What lies behind us and what lies ahead of us are tiny matters compared to what lives within us."
Right. Absolutely.
Powerful.
And what lives within us in reality is love. Is love.
Yeah.
All right. So that is, we're going to stick a pin in it right there. And thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Give a shout out to Kay Morrow.
Hello, Kay.
Hello, Kay.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining us. And also like to give a shout out to Shirley Kelly.
Thank you, Shirley.
Shirley Kelly from my hometown.
Woo-hoo.
Great that you're able to join us, Shirley.
So we thank you for spending this time with us. Remember, if you didn't get to see it from the beginning, or if you want to see it over, you can see this. The replay will be on our YouTube channel and will be on Facebook.
Our Facebook page. Yes.
Yeah. So we bless all of you who've joined with us, and we bless all those that you hold near and dear in your heart.
So may you be truly happy.
May you live in peace.
May you live in love.
Say that again.
May you be motivated and live by love.
May you know the power of forgiveness.
And may you live in the recognition that your life has deep meaning and good purpose.
That's the Dalai Lama's loving kindness meditation that we say as a prayer and blessing for you all. And we add to that, may you live in the awareness of who you truly are. We extend this blessing to every being on the planet.
And so it is. All right. And so it shall be. And tonight, as you can tell, we're wearing our Winston-Salem State University red, because we have a very important football game this weekend against one of our rivals. And it's a very important game, because if we because we're going to win this game, we're going to have a chance to go to the conference championship this week. So we're going to be there in our red and pink.
Well, Rams are wearing pink.
Pink this week. In honor of the breast cancer month, right? And so we're going to be there cheering on our Rams and having fellowship with our Ramley family.
With our Ramley,
yeah,
which is our family.
Which is our Ram family, and it's just going to be a great weekend. And I hope you have great plans for this weekend. Also, like to give a shout out to our patron Brenda, who joined us tonight. Hello, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
All right, that's our Canada patron, and all right, she said Canada is rooting.
Oh yeah,
we got fans. Winston-Salem State got fans all the way up.
Thank you,
in
Brenda.
Northern Canada. All right.
We appreciate.
Go Rams.
We appreciate the Canadian cheering for Winston-Salem State.
All right. Just a reminder that we'll be back here on these live digital streets the second week in November. Yes. Where we'll come to you with an all new episode of Truly Live, and hopefully this we know that this information has been helpful. And thank you for joining us. And until the very next time, be motivated by love only. And until then, my name is Oliver.
I'm Yolanda.
And together we are the
The
OK
OK
Blues.
I know I have not always been what you want me to be. Even at times I pushed your sweet love away, but you stay right here beside me, never letting me go. Now I know the love I needed was right here all along. I know that love to forgive all the hurt and pain. Love is enough to remove all the guilt and shame. Love is enough to make up for what you made. I know that love is enough. God's love is enough. God's love is enough. God's love is